Ohio is in the spotlight of both presidential campaigns this week. Joining us with a Democratic perspective on the issues is Stephanie Cutter. She is Deputy Campaign Manager for the Obama campaign. Thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Today, Paul Ryan spoke on several issues, among them health care. He says that Obamacare rewrote Medicare, that those changes are not long-term solutions. Your response?
Well, actually, under the president's efforts to reform the healthcare system, he extended the life of Medicare. And he did that by taking out the waste and excess out of the system, including subsidies to insurance companies. As a result, we added 8 years to the life of Medicare and increased benefits to seniors. As you know, we're closing the donut hole for prescription drugs. Seniors are saving hundreds of dollars already and taking advantage of preventive care. Now, what Paul Ryan would like to do is he'd actually like to end that guarantee of Medicare and turn the system into a voucher system. It's now termed voucher care. And as a result, he's shifting the cost burden entirely to seniors. And it would, by the end of their first term, should Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan get into office, Medicare would be bankrupt. So that's one of the real differences in this race. The president who has extended the life of Medicare, increased the benefits, taken out the waste and excess, including subsidies to insurance companies, and Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan, who want to turn Medicare into a voucher program.
On immigration, Paul Ryan says Mitt Romney would like to assimilate people already into our country to help improve the economy. Your response?
Well, Mitt Romney, as you know, throughout the course of the primary campaign, took the most extreme position on immigration of any candidate in history. He actually called on immigrants to self-deport, which is, one of the most extreme positions we've ever seen on immigration. He still won't say whether or not he would keep in place the president's provision under the DREAM Act, which is kids who are here in this country, came here as children, who've known no other country but America, who are either going to a college or serving in the military, can get a deferment in terms of their citizenship. He still can't even say whether or not he'd support that. We would welcome reforms to bring highly talented immigrants into this country, to have people come here, they come here, get educated, and they stay here to work in American jobs. We haven't seen any reforms like that come out of the Romney campaign, but we would welcome a discussion on that.
As it relates to national security, Mr. Ryan says that Iran is a direct threat and the president has been weak when it comes to Iran. Your response?
Well, we actually have the toughest sanctions in history on Iran right now because of the actions the president has taken. And we hear the criticism from Paul Ryan every single day on Iran. The one thing he's not telling you? Exactly what he would do differently than what the president is already doing. We're holding Iran accountable. We've engaged the international community to do this with us, which is the right way to do it. So, next time Paul Ryan does an interview on your program, ask him exactly what he would do differently that the president isn't already doing.
And one more question as it relates back to Obamacare healthcare reform. Tort reform. There was no tort reform within the healthcare reform bill. Why was that, one? And two, talking to a lot of doctors locally, they're saying, hey, no tort reform. We are exposed dramatically under Obamacare. Why did the president not address that?
I'm sorry, I missed the first part of your question.
As it relates to tort reform within Obamacare, a lot of doctors...
Tort reform.
Tort reform. There is none. And a lot of local doctors are saying to us, we're exposed under Obamacare significantly more so because there was no tort reform. Why was that not addressed?
Well, the healthcare reform doesn't increase exposure or decrease exposure. It's actually the status quo. The president has made it clear, including in his State of the Union address, that he would like to work on tort reform. And we'd like to do it in a bipartisan fashion. So, he's open to it. We want to do whatever we can to ensure we protect doctors, but we're also protecting the patient.
Stephanie, thank you for spending a few minutes with us. We appreciate it.